What do you think, guys?
Well, I'm ready.
You're ready? You ready, Clayton?
Yeah,
Peter, you ready?
Sure.
Chafin, you ready? You got everything?
No.
What are you missing?
Sleeping bag.
Let's go in the house and pick out a sleep system.
Let's do that.
Woo! If I was not a good friend, I would have turned it into a survival video for Chafin. It's gonna be about 40 degrees tonight. That'd be a good time. So we went to the vault of gear here, sleeping bags, and we picked out, what did we pick out?
Snug pack Elite.
The 0 degree bag would keep him warm, a lot warmer than that cotton t-shirt he was wearing. Bye, baby. And we're off. We're driving to our secret spot where we go backpacking, and as all real men do on all real adventures, we're playing the alphabet game.
Yes.
Chafing is leading with an A.
Yeah.
So, Chafin won. How do you feel, Chafin?
Pretty ecstatic.
Was it your victory, or did you actually have help from Yakkelberry?
I had no help.
Refused to play on his own, but decided to try to help you.
All me.
But
no help. You lost, right? Say it. You lost.
I didn't actually lose.
No, you lost. Say it.
I was just
you lost
behind when Chafin got to the last letter. But Biscuitville's up ahead, and I'll probably forget to make Chafin's order.
So who's really the loser?
We'll see who wins. So we're here at our semi-secret camping location. So we got Chafin, we got Clayton, Yakkelberry, and Pete. So we normally go right here, but today we're gonna go left, kind of explore a new area, because we got like the mobile unit. Clayton's eating ice cream?
Yeah. I told him to hold off to the seat, and he just wants
I'm hungry. And it's sugary.
Your survival tactic is to
Eat sugar, yes.
not ration, but eat your food while you're making your decisions, right?
Sounds about right.
I think the problem here is you're eating your food instead of making decisions. So, but you know, it's just a technique. So we are on the ridge trail here. It falls off pretty steep to the right. Falls off pretty steep to the left. We're on a little flat right here. And then we're going to climb a little more to the summit. When we get there, I'll probably take a little weight out of Pete's pack. All right, here we are out in the middle of the wilderness. And we found Central United Methodist Youth Group.
Yeah.
So we got the guys, they got a pretty good spot. We found them going around this big tree behind us. So anything y'all want to say to the YouTube world?
It's good to see you. Glad to come out and hang out with us.
Y'all have a good one. Beast mode. We're kind of in a new area of this place, so we're kind of finding the best place to put up camp. We've seen one church group, and then it looked like a mom and her daughter were hiking. So we're seeing a few people on the trails, River King style. We're going to look to find a place off the trail. PD is in the patrol hammock, dead on arrival. We've seen several people on the trail, more so than I normally see down in this area. But I think it's because it's the first cool fall day of the year. So we're going to leave the trail. This piece of terrain behind me, as I often like to do, we're going to use that to get up to the ridge, skip a bunch of trail. We're going to pop across the top of the ridge at the knob, cross the trail where this is looping, shoot off the trail back down to the other side through some, we're going to take a little finger down to the creek down there. And we got two options to find a campsite. We're all packed up, break time's over. Clayton saved the day with his bottled water. I have learned that when you take the batteries out of your stereo pin for the winter so it doesn't corrode, and then you grab your stereo pin for a camp out, it doesn't operate the same. So Chafin though has his Katadine, and we're saved. Otherwise we'd all have beaver fever. Say it again.
And then Katadine.
Katadine?
What is it?
Katadine. We're gonna take this little gully all the way to the top of the ridge, however far that may be. No trail from this point out, except for maybe a brief
real, we're just cutting down.
We're cutting.
We call that
Bushwhacking.
bushwhacking. That's right.
Yeah, we're going off grid or just hiking, but for
Off
men.
the grid.
Hiking, right.
You know, it's either way. Oftentimes the valley of the creek in there is going to be the easiest way up, but not always. Pedro's making it like a champ. Clayton has found a sourwood tree.
I did.
You
Okay,
can
I
eat
did.
it. Tastes like lemons. So if you want the best taste, you get a young growth leaf. They're better in the spring.
That was poison oak. Ah.
Some tree.
It's a little woody this time of year. That's pretty good. You want to try one, Shafe?
Good, I've had it.
Try it.
I've tried it.
You don't want to try it? It's a little late in the season.
Just sour.
All the leaves are kind of woody and fibrous. You catch them in the spring or early summer, they're yummy, yummy. So now we're about half a mile out from our proposed campsite. Shafin is navigating us to it. So we're teaching the young guys how all that works. Land nav, route selection, you know, terrain association, all those good things. And what we're going to try to do here is get on the left side of this drainage, follow it around the corner. When it starts cutting back to the northeast there, we're going to look at the terrain on the other side and figure out the best way. We got to go through a little dip. We're going to ride out that terrain, and then we're going to go down to the creek on the backside, and that should be the camp. So we're long separated from the trail system, just the way we like it. Just walking around in a national forest, having a good time.
Hi. Hi, Mom. You're probably going to watch this.
So we're on the little creek that's going to lead us to the big creek.
This better be a...
The crew is looking like champs. Not that I'm a carnage bore or anything, but creek crossings are always a good place to stop and turn around and film the crew
Watch me not slip.
and try not to slip. It's looking promising. No trail hiking is the only way to do it. Trails are okay. And they get you where you want to be fast sometimes. If you really want to enjoy outdoors, don't get yourself lost. But if you know how to do it, just go hiking. So we're here at our newfound campsite. What do you think, boys?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to fall over.
Shape and lettuce here, good job.
Yeah, but that...
Show you the creek. It's got some nice little rapids, big rocks to hang out on. It's braided. Beautiful sunset kind of happening on the river over here, leading off into the Never Never Land. Pretty little spot. Right on. So, how you like it?
I like this spot.
Like the spot.
Unless the other one's
We're probably going to stay here, but Shafe and I, we're going to go up about 600-700 yards up the creek and look at the other spot just to see, see what it looks like. We used it right over here. Feet on dry rock. It's a pretty sweet little spot, guys. This is not on a trail. You won't find it. We're probably close to a mile from the closest trail. Just down in here. These are the kind of spots you need to find. Don't get wet. Why don't you go ahead and put your shorts on before you get in trouble? All right, don't get wet. Yeah, right. Little. Yep. Natural dams. All this hurricane blow down is a little disappointing. These would all be so much prettier without the dead trees everywhere. I guess that would be fantastic without the dead trees. We made the hike up here. This is the topo spot we were looking at. It is flat. It's a lot bushier. If you're wanting to stay hidden, it's a better spot. A lot of ferns. Creek here is not as pretty as where we were. About a third of the way up or a quarter of the way up from the other camp, it was phenomenal, and we thought it was going to get better, and it got better in spots, but it pretty much the best is down there. Had a bunch of little rock ledges and waterfalls, and we were hoping this would be like a Shangri-La up here, but it wasn't. So we're going to stay where we're at. We're going to beat feet back there where the other guys are waiting, set up camp, and start enjoying the day. And now we know we got this spot also next time. So it's all about mapping it all out. Everybody's pretty much got camp set up. Pete is digging in on an MRE cinnamon bun.
I don't really like it.
You don't like it? Boy, last time. He's a stinker. What are you doing?
Getting my feet over split in half because of rocks that face up like that.
Rock's facing up, splitting his feet in half, but are you having fun?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing what boys are meant to do. Out in the woods, up here in the mountains, barefoot in the creek, having a big time. So you can see camp up the way. That's mine right there in front of you. Pete's over there to the left, and then Chafin with his legs sticking out. Give a wave, Chafin. There he is. And over here are the Yakkelberries. They set up shop right on the river, or the creek rather. It's a pretty sweet little creek. Awesome little camp spot. Changing jeans? Let's do it. You need a towel? I got a towel. Okay. Well, you know where your stuff is. Just keep it all organized. Stinker. A lot of people ask how I sleep, what I use, so I'll just run through that real quick. This is the War Bonnet tarp. This is my War Bonnet Blackbird, not the XLC, just the standard War Bonnet. This is my Hammock Gear Incubator Zero. I'm sorry, that's the Burrow Zero, and then underneath is the Hammock Gear Incubator Zero. This is in Coyote. That's in black with silver. This is in Coyote, that's with black with silver. Probably won't use the net tonight. I don't think the bugs be too bad. It's kind of it's gonna be about 40. Clayton, good work on gathering the firewood.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We did it with a flint and steel. Old school. He's keeping the fire fed. As is Mr. Yakkelberry over here getting some good looking wood. Oh yeah. The best thing about a backcountry campsite where it's undeveloped and you just make your own is firewood is everywhere. We won't have to walk further than 25 feet from the fire for 2 days to have enough to burn. I hate looking for firewood. So Clayton is my new favorite human being because Clayton is digging out
The only piece of hot chocolate.
hot chocolate. Look at it. Oh man, it looks. Oh, that's a scoop. He's even got a scoop for it.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of hot chocolate. We gonna drink some hot chocolate, boys. 7:30. Perfect sleeping temperature. Feels good. Nice campsite. I'm hungry. It's time for breakfast.
Feels too good to get up just yet.
How'd you sleep, Chafin?
All right, but not great.
What was not great? Your hammock
cold.
wasn't the right angle.
It was cold.
You were cold?
It got cold, yeah.
You got cold?
I got cold.
Did you zip up your sleeping bag?
Couldn't.
You could not?
I couldn't.
Why not?
Just zipper got stuck.
Zipper
got stuck.
No.
It got...
Cheating. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
We saw the lighter fleet.
Fearless leader Yakkelberry, along with help from Clayton. Take 4. Our fearless leader Yakkelberry, along with some help from Clayton and possibly Pedro, are going to lead us out. Now, here's what he has going against him. He doesn't have a map, a compass, a phone that can help him, nor did he pay much attention yesterday to the route we took when we bushwhacked in here, which was long and sorted and a couple different directions going on. But I kind of gave him the rough overview this morning around the campfire, and what he wants to do is to turn this into a teaching moment where he's going to try to get out on his own with the help of Clayton and Petey. Chafin and I, who've been staring at the phones getting us here, are not going to help unless we start running out of time and need to get back before dark. But it is 9:45 in the morning. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
He's ready. He's got the
A to B.
A to B. I gave Adam a quick look at the map, and he came up with a pretty good route. Basically, we're going to handrail this creek until we find what we believe to be a trail down there. Adam is getting us home. Hopefully. Become the deer. Pete's on it. See all the tarp tie-outs hanging on the structure. So someone has a pretty cool little camp. It's not a hammock, but I guess if you like sticking logs up and hanging tarps over it, that'll work. Not sure about the location. It's kind of bushy over there. But hey, if you're the guy who made that, or the girl, and you're watching, all right. How you doing, Clayton? He's feeling good. Got Yak up here leading the way, coming to decision time. Hey, you're leading the way, man.
That's what you keep saying. Alright. Good luck.
This is fun. This is Adam's first bushwhack lead. He's trying to get us all home. He's doing a good job. Encountering blowdowns, changing the route up a little bit. That's all sometimes part of it. Let me get this on film. Ooh, that was close. Like a champ. What's that?
Straight this way.
All right, following you, Biggin.
All right. Did it get you?
Did I get what?
The web.
I think he was trying to get that spider.
Oh, setting me up. Are you good there?
It's right here.
Not as steep right there?
Spider.
All right, go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, you got the big drop.
Yep. So we came upon a creek leading into the creek we're following. This would have been a good hard point on the map for checking out where we were. Like a little checkpoint. Next time Adam does it. Oh, thanks, sir. He'll know to look for little creeks tying in. Kind of like a checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2. How much further is it going to be from this point? But that's all stuff you add to it next time. So the creek banks got pretty vertical. We had to go up about 25, 30 feet elevation to get past this little tight spot here. Looks like it'll get better here in a minute. Crew fearlessly leading. Back on the creek here. It's really pretty in here. There's a pretty sweet little camp spot right back there for a small party. Nice little stretch of river. And then look at this. It's like almost a swimming hole. Look what you got. Show it to the camera. Got him a little souvenir. A little turtle shell. Pretty good size one. That'd be fun. Something to remember the hike by. Do you feel like you're where you think you are?
I think it's supposed to curve and come up, so I think it's going to curve, come up, and maybe the trail's off to the left. I have an idea, but it could be off. I just keep my eyes open.
Is the trail off to the left?
I think it cuts through.
Cuts
I think
through
it'll go
what?
across that.
Across the creek.
So it
Which
should
way are
be
we going at
obvious.
that point?
We will be going north of that point. And
Which-
we'll need to be turned west off that onto that trail.
We'll be heading north.
On the creek, right? And then turn it left on west onto the trail.
All right. As long as you got a plan.
That must not be it, but it will.
Just to put a little seed of doubt in there, so you have to overcome it. Because when he's alone next time he does this, there will be some doubt in there. You got to overcome that too, right?
There's no room for your seed amongst my seeds.
Okay.
I got too many of my own.
All right. That's deep or something. Now we're back on the creek. The crew's leading out. What do you think, Jeff? He's gonna make it?
Oh yeah, we got this. He's got it.
No, if you've never walked around the woods off trail, it's kind of an art. There's a lot to it. Some of it's science, some of it's confidence. And confidence only comes by doing it. There's no way you can have confidence in it if you've never done it, no matter how much you study it. So I gave him a quick 2-minute look at the map and gave him a very simple plan, which was to handrail the creek until a trail crossed, and he knows which way to take the trail. So while his directions are all off and he's got no map, his plan is to handrail the creek until he finds a trail. That's all he's got. He's got nothing else to worry about. Next time what we can add in is hardpoint checkpoints, like a creek coming in from the left, a sizable creek coming in from the right, things like that, that will help build the confidence in the track he's taking. Right now he's just got to take this until he finds that trail. Pretty good stretch, it's probably a couple miles. So there's nothing to think about except the trail. As long as he doesn't let the doubt creep in that he's not in the wrong place or the trail doesn't exist or something weird like that, he'll make it. Next time he'll be able to take on a little more, like getting to somewhere and getting back. But, this is all part of the fun. He's doing a good job. So we're passing it on. Yakkelberry's, he's getting it. Clayton's getting it. Then they'll know. What's that? It's raining. Does that make it good?
I don't know.
If it ain't raining, it ain't training. You can say, remember the time we were lost in the rain and Dad was getting us out? up above now. There's the big wag in the creek that's on the map. So this was the area Shafe and I were looking at yesterday as another possible campsite, and it looks like it works out. On the other side is pretty good. Up here on the hill would be cool, except you'd be away from the water. And if you see now, we're on a deer trail. Adam has learned to use the deer trails whenever possible. Pretty sweet little area up here.
Just after descending this hill back into the lowland brush, we got into some tight spots. And understandably, we missed the unmaintained trail that was crossing our path. I missed it too, except that Shafe slipped, and looking back to make sure he was okay, I saw it in the marker on the other side of the creek. If he missed his trail, the backup plan was to continue down the creek until Pete knew where he was.
Adam has led us into a pawpaw grove. As far as the eye can see, every direction, pawpaw trees. But we're about a month late, probably, on cashing in. And a hurricane came by, so I'm pretty sure there's nothing left in the trees. What are you going to name him?
Tank 3.
That was fast. We'll let him hitchhike for a little bit, then we'll let him go. We just talked a little bit about terrain association. We got the creek down there, and right there in front of the camera, it takes a hard dogleg right. You may not be able to see it, but there's a clearing up ahead. It looked like the creek may have come around left, so we started heading this way. Only problem with that is up here, this massive ridge dies off into everything over here. So I'm thinking, rather than walk this way, we're up there, and that's probably going to be 300 feet elevation gain from where we're at. Probably not head that direction, but go this way. So when you're walking in the woods, you're kind of thinking about everything. The route you want to take, the route you can take, the route you should take. When you get all three of them together, you're on the right place. So you may want to go this way, but going up and down a ridge just wouldn't make sense. It's a lot to think about. Got Adam over here trying to find a way. It looks like our left side has turned into a cliff. We got this big log jumble. You only have to go across the big log. You good? Yep. Just scooch.
If I die, use my life insurance for my funeral.
How do you feel? Pretty stable?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Nice and easy. You got it.
I don't like this idea.
He's a champ. Look at him.
It's different, actually.
Here we are. Okay, hang tight. I'm gonna give you the turtle. With your other hand, hold that. So Pete and I are doing everything your mother told you not to do. All right, give me this. Adventure on the high seas. Whoa. Pete, it's mushy. It's mushy. Careful. Yeah, you got it. Must be used to mushy logs. Good.
Yeah, because at the old
All right, let's roll.
house, Dad, in the woods,
So Shafe and Yakkelberry opted to go for the other side. Is there a roadbed there? It's a roadbed though? Like old... Yeah? Right on. Grab my wrist.
See? See? You're like, what is that? And it worked.
We're all back together now. Got our fearless leader back.
Here I am.
Woo. They took the route a little less traveled.
Nice.
Pete, You're a beast, man. So you don't see this every day. We found lighter knots sticking out of the crotch of a tree where I guess it fell in there when it was young and all the other trees were younger, and it's grown around it. So when you're walking in the woods looking to start a fire in the rain and nature presents you with this, you just have to take it. But we don't need it, so we'll leave it for the next guy. Good job, Clayton. So Petey, have you figured out where we are?
Yes.
Where are you?
Right next to the campsite.
What campsite?
Our old one.
Can you get us to the truck?
Yeah.
So Adam got us here. You know where you're at now?
Yep.
All right, let's get us home. Adam got us here. Petey recognized where we are from a previous camp out, so now it's on Petey to get us to the truck. So let's go. I hope he can make it. Don't mess this up, buddy. Y'all better keep up. He ain't walking slow. Petey's thinking about some McDonald's or something. He's got little man bushwhacking a trail now. He's trying to go up. And we're doing that. Got a pump. Got the crew back there. So Pete has found the trail for us. If only he can remember which intersections to take to get home, we'll be set. How you feeling, Clayton?
Good.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
Go for it, Clayton. The camera and the world is watching.
Thanks, world.
Everyone at home will laugh along with you.
I'm not a cat, as you can see.
I don't know, doing pretty good. Oh.
I do remember crossing that tree though.
You do?
You get lunch right in here.
We made it back to the truck. We're in the truck. We're rolling to lunch. It's 1:45. So we're looking pretty good on time. That was a 10-mile round trip, backpacking trip. So it's just a nice little weekend. Everyone did great. Now we're hungry. So Shathan is trying to find a little hole in the wall nearby so we can eat a burger. We're here at America's Roadhouse with Christy, the world's best waitress. And she has brought us these gator bites, and it looks like they're a hit. So, have you tried it, Clayton?
Yeah.
You like it? I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I better get one before they're all gone. How are they, Pete? You're eating alligator.
Good.
There's the bacon cheeseburger. Look at Shathan over there making a burger, making it proud. The burger here is pretty good. How's your beef tips?
Small and too chewy.
Small and too chewy.
It's because of discerning palate.
Mine tastes great, guys.
Shathan's eating.
Mine tastes great.
How is it?
Good.
World's best?
World's best, yeah.
What do you think, Clayton?
Mine comes with a knife. Boom. So I'm happy.
That's a sandwich right there.
Yakkelberry don't like tomatoes, huh? I'm gonna film it. I don't know how you're gonna do it either.
Wait.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Unlock them jaws.
Here goes Yakkelberry. Okay, get it in there. Come on, come on.
There you go.
Did you even get meat?
A little bit.
You got a tomato falling out the bottom.
There's another one on there. Gross.
How is it?
World's best.
World's best. All right.
I'm not doing anything.
We made it back. Clayton got 30 seconds from home and his back started hurting.
Yay.
Good stuff.
Yep. Awesome trip.
Nice little trip.
You bet.
We're all feeling a little bit, you know, gotta hike the jitters out every now and then.
Yeah.
What would you say about it? What's your take on the trip?
It's definitely a new experience. Bushwhacking.
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 Are you a fan?
short amount of bushwhacking I'm good with.
He's good with the short amount. How about 4.2 miles?
That's a moderate amount.
That's a moderate amount. A little more than the
maybe a little bit more.
Preferential. We were doing a lot of exploring, and then we turned it into a little adventure for Adam, so he could get used to doing that kind of thing. But I think if we went back, we could have a pretty short amount of bushwhacking.
We may have. Yeah,
yeah.
Little birdie could have tipped me off on a little.
Well, I mean, he may have missed a trail. There was almost not a trail anymore. It was unmaintained.
Yeah.
So things happen. But
yeah, it happens.
It was fun.
Right, yeah.
How about you, Shape Dog?
It's awesome.
Appreciate you going. How do you like
Thanks,
it?
man. Love it. It's good stuff.
He's not good with the camera yet.
Nope, still not.
Take 2. How was it, man?
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was a good time. I'm glad I was able to go. Oh, it's so weird. Like,
all right, man. So how was the trip?
it was great. I mean, what else am I supposed to say?
Let's take 4. So how was the trip?
It was awesome. You know, it was out there with Yakkelberry and Clayton, Beanie. It was a good time. Good bushwhacking through a bunch of mess. She's not afraid of the camera at all. That's your child right there.
All right, let's go in and get a shower and get cleaned up. See you later, man. Have a good one.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those 2 impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.